Alright, it's time for some more Fire Emblem, the first one ever. And it was re-released and it's in English now, yay. I think we're on map 4. Uh-oh, I did not copy my follower. So I'll erase this old one. Continue from there. Big wide open map. Okay, so now we get to choose your character. So we have one. How many per page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it's 8 per page, but I was not counting Marth. So it looks like we could take everyone but 2. So that's a simple selection. We take everybody but we want to take Bars, so we just don't take Board and Cord. Oh, but we don't want Jagan either. Whatever. Oh, that worked. Guess I don't know how to count or something. Alrighty, so let's see about this whole map thing. Can actually take a look at the characters ahead of time here. Sure can. Oh, they reused that portrait. He's clearly bad though, because he's on the castle though. And yes, we're going to go through and see if we find characters that might be able to join us. On this one, it might be just one guy, because it's letting us take 13. I think you could have 15 per map. It's not counting Marth. That would be number 15 up there, right? I think. But maybe that's not a rule they worry about. That is a rule, then it will make it easy to know how many people are on a map who could join us or not. How wide this map is. Okay, so we just want to talk to Mathis. There he is. Another Cavalier. Oh, we don't get to place our characters? Boo, I kid. Why did they keep saying lay instead of C? It's just a really weird typo. Maybe lay is the word for something I'm not aware of. So I'm not sure if this Alteria or whatever this place is called is Arborelia was our kingdom originally that we were chased out of, or if it's just another one along our path returning to the main continent, or whatever. All I know is Marth just wants to keep going and taking over castles. Because he's cool like that. Alright, thief, let's not leave you alive to rush over to that town and hurt. Is this a forest? Sure is. I was wondering why that archer is moving so slow. Alright, looks like I might get 2 hits off. So your speed is 13. His speed is 10. Come on. Dude, we'll just end Barst first, so he gets 1 solid hit in. Well, with that much of a hit rate, maybe not. Yeah. Could have gone better. What's that, thief? You're now blocked in and you have to head back towards my forces, maybe? I'm the faster one, yeah. So what's even up here? Why would I bother attacking these guys? I suppose there's a point to it. I mean, besides XP, that's always nice. But it's all locked off, no one can get over here. That's an arena, I think. Very dangerous place. We'll try it and cheat load if we don't understand how it works and die. So who do I want to head up there? I guess we could send the knight. Daros don't mind being up here, especially since he could stand in the water, get some avoidance bonus. Who the heck has the extra regular axe? Well, there's a devil axe. I swear I bought a regular axe. It's Abel who's holding it. Because Daros' speed is what? 7. These guys are 7. So if they're holding a regular axe, they'll get 2 hits. If only you were 1 speed faster, then we could have you use a, whatchamacallit, well, a regular axe, and that would give you a bonus attack. Oh, I was holding too many. Why are you holding all this nonsense? Man, I messed this all up. Send Riss to go up with you guys. That's as far as you go, huh? I guess you're going up there too, Abel. Yay for annoying trade mechanics. Now, what do you have? He doesn't have a regular axe either, which could be handy if he had one. Do I have anyone else holding a regular axe? If I remember correctly, I put one in the whatchamacallit, I'm sorry, it's hard for me to concentrate while I'm thinking about things I'm doing in the game. I'm not very good at multitasking that way just yet. I probably have one in the convoy, I think. Yes, I know I'm taking way too much time just to deploy my troops on their first turn, but whatever, man. I'd have a regular sword. So many horse peoples. Yes, that's what I'm calling them, horse peoples. Get rid of those pops. Broken weapons ain't fun. Oh, now I remember what I wanted to check for. Who has the mend? Was it Marth who killed the bad guy last time and sent it to the convoy? I'm going to assume so. Where is the convoy? Was Bar standing on it? Probably they don't flash him when I go over him now, so I can't check for certain, but it's probably the case. They are going to protect the castle. I like the little feet moving in front of that cleric's cloak. Think you're so clever, huh? Okay. So if you're in the ocean, you can do anything. Oh, you don't have a lance? Lame. So let's see. Defense 4. Oh, that's what I'm trying to look at. I want to look at their HP. 18 to put it 11 with a lance. No, this word's gonna do less than what I think it's gonna do, isn't it? Where's my phone? Creak, creak, creak. Me moving around. Alright, let's check this out. So if I go to the handy dandy website, a sword. Okay, the lance does 8. The regular sword does 5, so I would not be able to beat them with that. Sword is him. Strength is 7. His strength is 8. So he actually can probably do it with a sword. Before I do that, you can move up 3, right? Yeah. I just want to see if I know my math. I know it's very complicated arithmetic. Oh yeah. Level up. It's a stinky level up. And wow, I'm sending too many people out against these guys. How come I didn't get C? Is that... sure it just said I had 5% from like river and it wasn't ocean. That's lame. That's no good. Is this guy's gonna die now? I thought for sure the ocean was gonna help him. Gotta do it, guys. Let's just double check this though. Alright, it says river. Fine. Well, no way in heck would I have chosen to put him up there. Does that mean anybody could cross these spaces? Is that thief gonna try to cross and get to the village? So yeah, that plan went super south. One, two, three, four. It doesn't matter. What am I sending you there for? Send the guy who's not further ahead on the other front here. See if this level up's better. Strength, skill. Yeah, that was better. I'm not even sure I want you to bother fighting these guys. They're just gonna tear you up. Mr. McWeakling. I better use the sword. I don't remember if he got 2 attacks with it, but the speed difference is too high. Yeah, he got the 2. Because I remember left the guy with 2 health. Strength 4. HP 18. Oh, and defense something or other. Let's send the horseman up there to try to get that thief. try using the lance. Alright. Maybe you should have used the sword. Because the lance isn't that much weaker than stronger than a sword, is it? Sword was what, 5 strength, and lance is 8. So the sword would have done it. Alright, dude, what do you have? Yeah, let's visit here. Oh, you don't have a regular axe on you. Fair enough. Good to know. Usually I'll check the boss weapon, but can't ever trust myself to. I've definitely done so. Armor Slayer. I'll buy at least those to stick in the convoy. Because it'll take me 2 turns to get to the convoy, so whatever, I don't know. Was my favorite. But Sita wants to get a kill. He's in the forest. No. Yay. want to visit the place to get the mend. And you guys want to escort Prince Marth here. In fact, you want to keep your killing edge to Ogmob. I guess you'll do that later. Oh, you could sit right here like a doofus. I don't think anyone visited here, did they? Yeah, they did. Oh, that's the only one there's no other one in sight so far. It's this one I haven't. These crazy people can move. Question is, which is the one I don't want to kill? Abel's even stronger now. He can do anything. And apparently they're gonna make him prove it. Everyone ignores poor Drogue. That was just showing off their Abel. You're gonna run. Wonderful. I was lucky. I was lucky too. You can't make that fortress because it's a double space, right? Yep, if it wasn't a double space, he'd make it. What about you? Alright, that's good. There's gonna be a ton of attacks heading your way. Seem pretty weak though. And your defense isn't awesome. Let's just see, so 6 defense. Oh, come on. There we go, no, there we go. So 6 defense against this guy would be 4 health lost. And if they all go for you, you'll probably die for sure, even though you might dodge a few. And again, who do we want to save? This guy. Can I check already? No. much faster are you? Speed 5. You're not faster at all. Let's go ahead and have you help the steel bow then. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jeez, he still can make a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Wow. I move, what's her name there? She'll still get shot at. Unless... Yeah, this works out for me. Is there a secret here? I know there's such thing as secret stores. It's just a weird little island. So I had to investigate. Alright. I don't think there's any drawbridges here. They were mentioned in the manual. What am I even doing? Just take him out. And get that silly thief. I like my horsemen. They're great. Except Jagan. He's not great. It is a very suspicious fortress there. Sorry, Daros. Not sorry. These guys are absolutely insane. Their range, I mean. What am I counting him for? Let's count him. No. I was going to trade that devil's axe, but let's not play around. Oh, I saw a space down there, I keep forgetting. Alright, so those horsemen should attack my archers now. Oh. I did not think about the ones with swords. At least they're, like I said, fairly weak. Darn it. We only attack once. Nope, the archers don't obliterate him. Well, there's one archer not being able to attack. What about the other one? You should survive this, I hope. Oh, okay. Well, that did not go the way I planned, but he survived. Oh, crud. Well, I'm what you call a dummy. Dang it. That's what happens when you have no brains. Here I thought I was being so clever, too. It's protecting against the archers, but not against the regular guys who can move stupid far as well. We'll just eat the archer hits, no big deal. Although, why am I building a line? And yes, I know I'm cheating, but no intelligent person would let an archer be in a spot where 1 million people would attack him, so that was not a justifiable move. Nope. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. So my question is, are any of these guys too strong and would kill Mathis? That's half the reason why I was leaving everyone so far back too. Speed 6, defense 7. So 7, 12 minus He'll survive. Let's just throw my people up there. They could do it. You're cool like that. Not cool enough to get a kill, though. Is still all you have? And I just don't want them attacking from... you can't make it there? Wow. Whatever. Actually, oh crud. I just wasted 10G, because I'm going to pull out an iron sword. Give it to one of my dudes up there. Probably should let Daros get that kill up there. Yeah, you're not getting a double hit with your axe, which is use your steel axe. Get some HP out of this. Shipping your hit. Then finish him off. Now I didn't do any calculations, but this turn should turn out just fine unless Mathis attacks my dude with a steel sword and dies. I'm not sure if he would die from it. I was doing calculations earlier based on iron swords. Oh, look at that. Super cool animation and everything. Boo. I was hoping you'd finish him off. That'd be so cool. I just realized if Lena can't reach him this turn, chances are the idiot's gonna kill himself because he moves so fast. Ooh. You let that Martha alone. Do you move 5 spaces? Yay. Das ist perfekt. This should have happened last turn. Cool. You're not wrist, I hope you're Lena. Yes. Oh, how convenient. Okay, we're from Altia, not Aurelia, yeah. Okay. Random lady we found in the mountains vouches for random dude from enemy army. Cool. And with style. Oh no. You better not speak with Julian. So you're only at level 2. You are 5286. He has a really high weapon level. I think he's gonna sit on the sidelines, this dude. 07. Yeah, not impressed with him at all. I know he's a couple levels less than them, but he still doesn't match up, and plus I like these guys more. Plus he's a bot. Alright, Thief Dude, I don't know what you're up to, but I don't like it. Actually, you'd be pretty good in that stadium. Okay, so we can cross rivers. Daros was just showing off. Horses can't, though. And you being a thief, you're way faster than me, right? Shouldn't even bother using a lance. Or actually, a sword, maybe. Oh wow, my speed's close, but you're still faster, huh? Yeah, by 1. I wonder if he's standing in the woods. I'm sorry, I gotta check. No. Oops, I was gonna use the lance. That's fine. This sword's strong enough because this guy's so weak. So I want you to go ahead and buy a regular axe. Prince Martha could go there, he really shouldn't. Defense 7. Yeah, not with that low health. Although, could they all reach him here? No, they can't, so... You should be able to survive the archers. Oh, he's not even hurt yet. Mathis, can you finish this dude off? I think the answer is no. That might be bad for Morth there. Oh, okay. I'd rather Morth go on that since you're useless. I don't care about you. Don't judge me. I just felt like doing that. She's got nothing better to do right now. Steel bows. That's no good. But that's the only attack. Suppose that was all they could do, huh? Whatever, man. Why do you guys keep giving me so much money? What am I supposed to ever spend this on? It sounds like I'm complaining as sort of... I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's just weird. Can't possibly spend all this money they keep sending me. I don't want you to kill this guy. I want Sita to get it. Mathis, I don't care about you. You buy some random stuff and drop it in the convoy. Alright, just double checking some numbers. See if this kills some or not. Okay, good. I think with the steel bow I would have gone 2 attacks as well. I don't want him to die. thinking this might be close. You really need more strength. Get more strength. No. He's got the armor slayer. Suppose I better let him do it. So my main guy here, strength 7. He'd get a little bit in. But sure. They set this guy up here on purpose so that he would be wanting to use the armor slayer. Of course I could always do this. What does Hogma currently have? Just the steel sword. My dogma, do it. Yeah. Slay that armor. The thief could give a regular iron sword to him. But really, I don't think I want Navarre around necessarily. Whatever. I could have 2 neat sword guys. Nice enough to give the mend away in the, well, just the mend. Secret store. This whole area up here is just so weird. I would think it would say visit if there was a secret store. I won't worry about it. There'll probably be village dimensions. A secret store when there is one. I'll give Draug a chance of getting this. Alright, you got more than 50%. You could totally do this. He did. I thought she wasn't in range with what I did. Well, I dodged. Man, I'm screwing up something big this time around. I'm blaming being tired. I like the water animation, they do a good job. Now you made her mad. First I'm gonna let this guy soften you up, or destroy you. Okay. That is not going to be enough. I'd have to use up some of my silver lance already, I think. I'm not sure what I think about Gaster here. I don't really like him. To draw that knight up there out. I'll let him keep the killing edge. Just gonna let him buy a bunch of junk and dump it in here. Still no lances. This is getting ridiculous. There are only lances on the first level. Oh. Okay. I was gonna buy a hand axe too. I don't remember why you have 2 iron swords. probably going to give one to somebody. Can't ford the river. You've got to move a 5. You can't either. And he has a move of 6. No way in the heck that knight's going to be able to cross the river and get to the arena then. You should probably be holding a steel sword. So you can actually do some damage, huh? We'll have to consider that. Marth would just do 8 damage too. Oh, that's enough. So let's do this. What do you even do? Just heal? Alright. I know there's a village, I just want Marth to actually level up sometimes. get at least some XP. All 4 XP, yeah. Yeah, let's make risk useless. Almost there, guys. Darn it. I want to give his lance away to the other guy. Wonder how many I'm being. So we have 15 units total. So we have horse so 14 others. 2 horsemen. Pegasus. 2 sword guys. Maybe I could use another horseman. I mean, the horse units are great because they're so fast. Fine, we'll let you exist. this is a free kill for you, isn't it? You can reach him. Good orb. You're the most useless curate there ever was. Were we supposed to just leave you alone and let you heal the boss? So, I've heard that the arena is not a safe place to go at all. Well, since this is a start of a turn, I'd want him to be using the steel sword. So I should probably equip that. And who is the highest defense out of my units apart from Mr. Nightman? Defense 7. Defense 8. Defense 6. Six. We could consider you having a go. How much defense do you have? And you're not fully healed. This whole concept is dumb. Can riders be an attack from a distance? Guess we could find out. Oh, what am I doing? Let's just do this. The answer is no. I'm just surprised at how few uses hand axes have. if I was being serious, I would heal first and then maybe even just wait to send my knight in the stadium. But let's just see how this works. I don't know if this house will give me a hint, but whatever. Let's just go in there. That's not really that much money considering how much money other people have given me. For real, of all things. And of course he gets the hit. What in the world? This is rigged. So I get hit twice, when the most possible should have just been one. I thought we were supposed to fight... Red Online is supposed to be different than what just happened. That's strange. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Awesome. She's a decent speed. So how many people do I have on the board now? Oh, they meant 15 people apart from Marth. Yeah, oh, it makes sense now. Bows, sometimes I don't mind just wasting shots from. So how many iron swords do I have in here? 2. So let's buy another 2 iron swords to stick in there. I should have bought lances and more javelins in the first level, but how was I to know? let's try sending Abel there. He won't have as good a time as the other guy, but the arena doesn't seem as bad as I was led to believe. Oh, crud. Let's try and check my items to see what I have equipped. Iron sword, okay. See how this goes. Just a little bit more money. Maybe the person online was saying there's 4 rounds total. So now this is going to be tougher, maybe. He has a steel sword and he's probably going to be faster than me. Good thing he missed. Probably, possibly win this now. Now that was one which I should not have won. So that makes up for the last one. I like his chances in the arena because he has high speed. We're definitely not sending Marth in there. Might consider sending this guy. Waste some more bow shots. Okay. Recording is back on. I'm abusing the pause function on my recording apparatus. Alright, let's see how this goes. Yes, I will be cheat loading if I die because I would have sent Drogue in there instead. Normally at this point I'd be like, oh, maybe I should send a Drogue. The money seems to be all over the place. So I don't think whatever I read online is necessarily true. I don't even know what I read at this point. Alright, I'm going to check this out. I'm also going to see what those magic spells are. Alright, so I didn't learn much of anything. Except I learned Merrick's Excalibur spell is really strong compared to the freeze. Might only be specific to her, I think. And I've heard mentioned something about arenas being, you're supposed to be able to bet, so I don't know if they removed it from this ROM because they're afraid of getting in trouble with the EU or something. But I'll research that later. There's so much money, I don't know what to do with it. Oh, come on, I didn't want to destroy my lance. I wonder if they'll let me store my last weapon. I guess so. You could probably manage another round, but... Ah, Poopy, you have to change your weapon. Oh, no, you don't. Well, I might rather you use your lance. Uh-oh. New round. There's some good stuff. Alrighty, I'm gonna see if I could abuse this arena a bit more before we finish this mission. I wonder how an archer would do in there. Let's not commit with the heal until a bit later. I'm over-leveling all my characters. I just hope I could buy some heal sooner than later. So I'm sorry, I actually took a short break on that last big screen pull-up, so I want to see what was the last thing I wanted to add to here. We have a bunch of iron swords. Hand X, steal X, steal X, X. Want at least one regular X. Probably two. I'm making so much danged money at the arena. Now granted, it only allows me to buy maybe 3 weapons, the amount I'm making. May as well buy another hammer just in case. Do you know, I never looked up how strong the hammer is, like how is it compared to just a regular axe? I mean, of course it's good against knights and stuff, but how is it as a regular weapon? So let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I'm still on the magic page because I was looking at that the other time. Okay, it says axes. Hammer is a power of 6 versus 7 for a regular axe. It's less accurate too, but it is slightly less heavy. It's just, you know, so it's a slightly weaker axe, but it is lighter, so there's that to remember. Alright, so we're going to abuse the arena a bit and then get out of here. Abel, you're a fast boy. Heal on the fortress. Forrest could get some of his healing on the fortress too. While we're doing all this, let me just double check what weapons everyone has. I want to get a regular lance for Cain, or Abel rather. Does Navarre still have a weird setup? No, he has an iron sword. Yeah, I mean, everyone's fine. I could probably figure out something to buy later. So this dude needs to end up with an iron sword. And a javelin. First we'll heal at the fortress too. Navarre will get a regular heal. We'll just let him continuously poke with the regular bow. I mean, the bow gun just outclasses the regular bow. It weighs 1 more technically, but so what? am I already hurt? Oops. Ogman's speed and skill is so great, he could use the steel sword no problem. Can't reach it either because of the this costing more than one space to move on. I know the space is limited, so I shouldn't be buying like all the things, but may as well do some boring shopping this early in the game instead of later. Should be fine with an iron sword. And I could always trade him the steel sword, but I won't. Yay, 3 XP. What are you doing, Hurt? You can't fight in the arena like that. He's a good contender for the arena because he has a higher defense than the other archer. Not 1000% sure he'll hold his own, but we'll give it a go. And no, I'm not gonna like save, not save scum. I will load if the archer dies. But I'm going to just let all these guys have like one go and then fight the boss. Actually, let's have you go towards your fortress to heal, then go to the boss afterwards. So we'll see how an iron sword works. Not very well at all. Should be using the killing edge. Now let's hope we dodge this. If we don't, yeah, I'm loading. Because in the real game, I would have been using the killing edge just to be safe. Now you have nothing. Alright, so maybe now I'll play like I'm actually playing a game where I might lose my characters, huh? Except I forgot to have him equip it ahead of time, so... Let's try out the archer, see how that goes. If it doesn't go, then load time. Although he needs to swap his weapon too, doesn't he? Sure does. Let's have the slower guy go here first. Oh, it is on pixel perfect. Okay, that's good. Just looked strange to me for a minute there. So we'll see how he works in an arena. Okay. What? No, lame. So he works very well. Let me try that again. If he only fights archers, then maybe I don't want to use a steel bow. Okay, maybe he only fights long-range enemies. I didn't know that. But I suppose it makes sense. Oh, this is going wonderfully. Well, if he's only fighting long-range enemies, let's not use the steel bow, because steel bows are slow compared to most other long-range weaponry. But not by much. I don't know, man. We'll just try it with that weapon next time. Yes, I'm save scumming, but it's because I'm testing. Seeing if he can move left one. See if he's healed up. He has. I'm not sure he could go across the water. Yeah, realistically, I'd be just sending people like the knight and the fast people to the arena. I'm testing a few things, so I'm not too worried about it. Item management, the game, yeah. Just gonna buy one extra bow for good measure. I think the higher the value, the stronger the enemy. Okay, your arena career is done, Navarre. What should he use? We'll just have him use his stronger weapon. I'm fully healed. So we'll test the bowman one more time and load. Normally with this information I won't use him again at all, but I just want to see how the bowgun fares. Whether he does face melee units. Looks like he's fighting a toughie too. So he's faster and everything. I know that Gordon is not a fast character, so... Alright. Now I know who I'm going to use in arenas. Speedy people. And my defense people. Gordon doesn't have that high of a defense anyway. It's not low, but it's not super high. So yeah, I'll try not to cheat with arenas anymore. If I had Iron Sword, I think I'd go twice. Surprising I missed though. Come on. Give the same chance to hit too, and it's hitting twice as many times as my one attack, which keeps missing. Yeah, that doesn't make up for it, dude. These arenas are stacked in my favor, because I get to go first. I'm not sure I'd want to send someone like Daros in there. I might be a jerk and save scum it, just to see how he works. He can't cross the water. 6 HP, yeah, haha. I know that's not much of anything. Knight. Might be a higher level than me, this won't be good if so. Sure hope I'm faster. We are even. Oh man. I have a higher hit chance than him too. But I miss. No. This is like the worst possible scenario for Drogue. Well, if I was slower, it'd be even worse. I sure hope I get a dodge in. Oh, come on. He dodges twice. Dodge. Oh. Well, they're being very mean to Draugr there, aren't they? Am I gonna waste a mend? Yes, I am. I know Draugr could take advantage of this arena. They're just being mean. I'd love for Darius to be able to upgrade in there, but I don't think he has a good chance of arena fighting. It's going to be my last one I allow to save scum. Let's do it. The worst possible enemy for me to fight. Although I'll do a ton of damage, so I'll be fine, but still, this will hurt. Did I say that about Drougr for every person he fought so far? The worst possible enemy he could fight? Yeah. Oh, man. Why does he miss so freaking often? Yep, I'm doing it. I think the lesson learned here is not to use the arena. So we'll start following rules next map. I wonder if they pick the enemy depending on who your character is, because he's getting a lot of bad matchups, whereas a ton of other enemies he would destroy. And he misses so freaking much with his lance. It's getting ridiculous. Let's see what I get this time. I think they do pick based on your character you're using. So essentially the arena is not really a good idea. I don't think I could beat him in time. Is there another round or no? Robbed. At this point, I'm just trying to see how the arena works. Okay. So they are definitely picking it based on who you send in there. It's not a fair bet. The money isn't worth it. And the experience, I mean, it's nice, but it's not worth the chance of dying. So I think I've learned arena bad. Since it's character dependent, I want to see what they do for Daros. Bothering heal up you guys. I guess because I was going to arena fight with them, but I think the arena was fine. It's fine for them, but possibly not. They can't really fight the dude in the castle, though. Merrick would do fine in the arena. Be interesting to find out. Alright, Boris, you're gonna help me destroy this guy. Alright, so Daros, with your middling stats, I would never usually send you to a arena, but let's just see how you play out. And of course I have you holding Steel Axe. Whatever, we'll do that. See how terribly you die. That's the most money they've offered. I'm fighting a thief. Okay, that's not scary at all. Of course my Steel Axe doesn't have a super high chance of hitting. But I got him both times. Yay, I guess. see how mages fare in arenas. I'll go ahead and keep her with her strong magic power. The other question is it even worth leveling her up? Don't know. Let's go ahead and put her here. What I mean is that, well, her speed could go up, so yeah. Usually you don't get stronger magic power. That's the thing about this game, as far as I'm aware. Defense could go up in HP. So we're fighting someone with a good attack damage. I never liked to read as much in any Fire Emblem game. I usually have avoided them because they either make your character too strong because they're too easy, or they're too dangerous. I want her to try with her weaker weapon now. See how bad that goes. Again, normally I would only use the stronger one. Oh, well, whatever. Did I forget to attack him last turn? I think so. That's a lot of... well, it's not a lot of money, but it's higher than it was. What's this thief so expensive? Is it because he is holding money or something? Yeah, I'm getting tired of poking at the dude up there with the bow. Now here's another test. Normally I would never do this, but let's see how Blizzard runs here. If you're gonna send me against a knight, this will probably do just fine. That's cool. And I think that's probably it for the arena. Someone would send Ogma back over there again, but no, Ogma's gonna help fight. hit, he dies, haha. We are dealing with the arena. You have to use the most accurate weapon because he's standing in a fortress. Still missing, huh? Not really trusting your chances of hitting here, but give it a go. Cool. I think he might die if he gets attacked next turn. So let's put Marth there so he wants to attack Marth. Oh, felt like it went. No, steel bow would be harder to hit with. I was gonna say it felt like it one shot. I may as well use a stronger weapon, but nah. Wait. Martha's already damaged. Dang. Well, he's an F1. Back up to full health again. Oh yeah. Gotta love a critical hit. Bowguns are like killer weapons, but they're weaker. What? Your strength is 5. Your strength is 8. And his defense must be pretty high. 9. So hold up, could Marth even hurt this dude with an iron sword? Guess we could try. You stink, Marth. Stinky, stinky. no kill for you then. Let's try to give it to Seed. Let's just use the Silver Lance. I wonder if Rider's Bane is super effective against Hida. If so, I would not have done this. Critical hit on top of it, yeah! So she was doing 6 damage with that. That's cool. Maybe you're expected to use this mage against them. So who do I want holding the Rider's Bane? Where are lances? Rider's Bane. Where are you? Night Killer. Wow, it's weak. It's a strength of only 5 versus the 8 of a spear of a lance. Whereas, so it's the same as an iron sword, but of course it's strong against knights. You know, riders, cavalry. The percentage is okay. Whatever the case, is too weak a weapon for Sita, so let's see which lance user has a high strength. 7. Should probably give it to another rider, just so they could rush up and defeat people like that. Which one does not have the lance? And he has a pretty high strength too. Nope, can't make it. I just thought I pushed it too early, maybe. What are you holding 2 iron swords for? Whatever. I think it's because one was about to break soon. Yay! Annoying mission is done. I won't fool around with arenas like that again. I might just not even use them, because if I was doing a real play, it's not worth it. Indeed, pick against your enemy, so I was thinking using, like, say, the knight would be a good idea. I might feel safe sending the really speedy characters in there with strong weapons, though. But overall, probably not doing that again. Aren't you thankful about us capturing this castle, too? It's a silver sword. Why should I give it to Horton? Maybe I'll keep it. I don't know why I'm waiting for this music. Let's just get through it. You're welcome.